Alright, yeah, this is part 5 of the files. So, yeah, I just want to come a bit, but it's part 5, so let's start. Alright. I want to know how many parts it is. Let's see how many parts it is. Alright.
Good morning. I've been told you wanted to see me. Mr. Hens, was it?
Walter Hens, a pleasure. You're the one from the Old Man, right? The rebel with the flag?
Mr. Hens, why are you here?
I'll take that as a yes. Is this the only case you have ever solved?
My track record is not at issue here. Now please, either tell me why it is you're here, or I'll have to ask you to leave. Believe it or not, I'm rather busy.
Fine. I'm here on behalf of my wife. She wishes she could do it herself, but her health isn't what it... Honestly, Tessie's never been a beacon of health, but it has been getting worse and...
Mr. Hens, the case?
It's about her girl, Anna. Anna Kazmirek. She was only 19 when they killed her. When they, had her killed.
What do you mean by that? Who had her killed?
You lot. Lawyers, judges, the whole circus. Sent her to the guillotine for looting, called her a traitor to the nation. She was innocent.
You'll have to explain that.
That's why I'm here. Do you remember the bombing of Brunswick in '44?
I'm afraid I'm not familiar.
Figures. Only so many tragedies one can remember without going mad. The whole city almost burned down. I doubt any words could ever give it justice. The Tommies hit us overnight. They lit the whole city like a Christmas tree when they started the firestorm. Come morning, nothing was left of the old town, and not much of everything else.
Christmas tree? That's a peculiar analogy.
Not really. It's how we called their markers. They drop flares of various colors, lighting up the panorama like... well, a Christmas tree.
A firestorm?
That's what it's called. Have you ever seen a pillar of flame rising to the sky, Miss Katz? Not a sight I'd wish on anybody.
That's terrible. I am sorry I have to ask, but how is it connected to the case?
Anna lost everything that day, other than her mother. Their place was hit by a bomb. The whole block, gone in an instant. Not a stone left standing.
Tell me about Anna.
She was a good kid, no matter what they say. Mixed parentage from her mother's side, Prussian-Polish family. It earned her more than a few side eyes. Anna had to work hard for it. Someone had to look after the family. But she was a young girl. She wanted to have fun when she could.
Her mother? You mentioned she's your wife?
Yes, Tessie, Teresa Hens. She was born out east, a small village in, would be Masovia now? Poland. Came to Brunswick with her husband after the First War. Had Anna on the way, in a train car. She had always been delicate, both in her body and, well, you know, mind. Again, she sends her apologies for not being here herself.
When did you and Teresa marry?
A few months after the execution. It wasn't love, just the right thing to do. With Anna gone, she had no one to take care of her, and she was in no position to provide for herself. I was doing well with my pub, so I offered to help. It's not the most romantic of stories.
Looks like we got everything.
The morning after the bombing, Anna went to the ruins. Spent the whole day digging through the rubble, searching for, well, anything.
What the fuck? How can I move? Yes, okay.
You said she was sentenced for looting. I'm sorry, but I have to ask, did she loot anything?
No. She had found a few things, but everything belonged to her or her mother. Anna was no thief.
You mean the ruins of the house?
Yes, an older tenement house for some of the lower classes. Not the first place they lost. Believe it or not, it was actually their third home destroyed by the bombings.
Do you know what she found?
I know of a few things. Her mother's scarf and coat, fur, a pair of boots, and a crucifix from back east. Then some knickknacks, a family photo, a few pieces from her mother's cutlery set, clothes probably. All in all, barely enough to fill a bag or two, and a suitcase supposedly.
Were you there with her?
If only, but I was nowhere near. I only learned about any of this when it was already too late. It happened a few days later. I was at my place when Heidi came, begging for help.
Were you affected by the bombing?
No, I had a small apartment above my pub. Luckily, it was out of the way, so the Tommies didn't target that area.
I thought this was highlighted.
And who's Heidi?
Grunewald, Heidi Grunewald.
Who's that? I'm like,
A
I'm
close
told.
friend of Anna. Both of them had been assigned to the same emergency shelter.
She asked for your help? Help with what?
Someone had planted a suitcase in Anna's room and accused her of stealing it from the ruins. The police came, and for some reason, the bastard seemed dead set on making the accusation true. That's what it was about at first. No treason, no looting, just a simple theft. And not even that was true.
What did you do?
I followed her to the shelter, of course, running through the city. But we were too late.
Make sure we don't miss it. Alright.
The bastards must have grown tired of Anna denying their accusations, decided to make her confess. They beat it out of her. By the time we arrived, they were long gone, leaving the kids. It was bad.
The kids? Somebody was still there?
Yes, 2 of them. Anna's boyfriend. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry. And the Becker's girl, Emilia. Poor sods. They saw it all and couldn't do jack to stop it.
Emilia Becker. Who was she?
Her family was also placed in that shelter. Shop owners. Local girls, stuck up.
No, it's so
They knew each
fucking
other with Anna
hot.
and
I'm
Heidi.
sorry if my fan is
I don't
loud,
think they got onto
but
it.
it's so hot. Even the fan not even working. It's so fucking hot. So y'all, I'm sorry.
What can you tell me about Anna's
Oh, it's so
boyfriend?
fucking hot, bro.
They had dated for
Make
a
no
while.
sense how hard to get
Can't
up
say
here.
how long. I've seen him around, but I can't say I remember much. Military sort, I think. Heidi would know more. You'll have to ask her.
Where was that?
Can't give you the address. It was a temporary emergency shelter, one of many. A once upper end flat, run down and filled with as many people who lost their homes to the bombing as they could squish. Cramped, but a roof over their head.
Alright, let's double check it before I put much money in. No, we missed. Alright, looks like we got.
I kept it together as much as I could. Tried talking to them, get them to tell me what happened. Wasn't an easy job.
The boyfriend, what did he do?
He was curled up in a corner, sobbing, a sad sight. Couldn't calm down. For a long while, he didn't even respond to anything we said.
How did Heidi react?
Bad. She took it hard. Not one to cry, though. She went with anger instead. Started yelling at the boy that he was supposed to keep them there. Didn't get much of a reaction.
Oh, alright, try that to find.
The Becker girl, what was she doing?
Avoiding us. She had locked herself in her family's room before we arrived and refused to come out.
Yeah, I got pissed.
So, what happened? What's the case?
The case is that Anna was innocent and they took her. They beat her. They killed her. Tortured her until she said what they wanted, confessed to something she didn't do. And then they cut her head off.
Damn. Bro, why my chest hurt like this? Oh, what the fuck? Why my chest hurt like this?
Can you tell me something more about this Heidi Grunewald?
Local girl, strong, hard. All of the Grunwalds were. Good people, but poor people, and quite a lot of them, each with a mouth to feed. Heidi was yay big the first time they pulled her. Gave the rascal her first night in a cell, pickpocketing. Gave her a job right after that, to keep her off the street. Gave one to Anna soon after. They were already friends.
Okay, got it. Let me see what else I'm missing. Cause this is one out of here. So it's 5 minutes. Yeah. It might be keys for the last.
The next day, they put her on trial. A sham. Nobody was allowed to testify. There was no proof. Her lawyer just sat there, silent. And they changed the accusation, made it a case of looting instead of theft. A treasonous act for some reason.
And that's why they gave her the death sentence?
Yes, some law allowed them to do it, because they made her a so-called folk pest, a traitor.
Why did they change the accusation?
Huh, to hell if I know. Maybe they wanted a show. Or the policeman wanted a promotion and made it out to be a bigger crime. Or whoever made up the whole story of her crime decided it needed more flair. I tried to learn more on what really happened there, why it happened. But as a civilian, they wouldn't give me much. All I have is here. This and my wife. Once she feels better, she wants to testify.
Your wife's testimony? What could she tell us? Was she present at the arrest?
No, but they used her against Anna. A few days after the trial, they came demanding she denounce her own daughter. Threatened her with complicity, promised lenience if she cooperated. They fed her word for word the lies, the calumnies to write and sign about her own daughter, about that damn suitcase. She can tell you the truth. She wants to tell you the truth. She's adamant she can prove there was no crime in the first place.
Mr. Hens, I'm terribly sorry. But while this story is awful, I am a prosecutor. It is not for me to prove people's innocence. On the contrary, I accuse them.
But you should accuse them, Miss Katz. All of them. Every single one of the bastards. The bastard who planted a damn suitcase in her room and called the cops, knowing full well it would get her killed. The policeman who tortured her until she said what they wanted to hear. Her lawyer, her judge, especially the judge.
Her lawyer? The one that's supposed to be helping?
I'll check what of this is actually punishable and whether we can start an investigation.
Thank you, Miss Katz. Thank you. I leave our number with your secretary. We'll keep in touch regarding Tessie's health. Arrange a time for her to appear.
But I can't make any promises yet.
I know. Still, Thank you for giving it a chance.
The case might be for us after all. I'd better talk to Mr. Bauer.
Mr. Hens told me about his wife's situation. Left me their number. Though I can't say I'm happy with him calling me a secretary. I'll keep in contact should you and Mr. Bauer decide to take the case.
I haven't seen Christoph today. Do you know where he is?
He's in Hamburg.
Oh, must be nice to get away from the office once in a while.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. He's following a lead for his case. Probably stuck in the court archives.
Have you seen Peters?
Have I seen him? We've been arguing all morning. He made such a mess in the archive. Now he's in his office. I'm telling you, I'm not cleaning up after him again.
Well, we are.
How is Mr. Bauer doing?
He had a meeting with the Minister of Justice in the morning. As per usual, left him in a foul mood. He smokes so much when he goes to these things.
How are you today?
Can't complain. I might even have a little date.
Oh, it's T-Sister.
Oh,
My husband got us 2 tickets for Frankenstein.
Alright.
I just hope Mr. Bauer won't have me stay late. It's been forever since we had an evening just to ourselves.
fingers crossed. Thank you, Paula.
Let's see what he made in the arcade.
What a mess, as always. And what's that? Did someone forget their files?
Ooh.
How long has it been here? Ugh, does anybody ever clean around here? Looks like something from Peter's investigation. It's not like him to just leave this lying around.
Can we read the files? Hey. We can look at the file.
It's really freezing in here, and the heater does not seem to be running. Need to remember to bring an extra sweater as soon as I have any work done here.
Let's see what they're doing.
God damn it, I told you.
Hmm?
Oh. Hello, Katz.
Hit us.
Sorry, I thought you were Paula. She's been on my ass all day.
Are these files yours?
What? Yes. Jesus. How? Where did you get them?
Right where you left them.
Archive?
Archive. On the desk, to be precise.
Hmm?
Great. Well, did you read them?
No, I didn't.
Remember when I told you of this game the guards had at the camps? With the cap throwing.
And shooting the prisoners who went to pick them up as escapees.
The file you found is a testimony about this. It's an account of one of such murders. The victim's name was Elisha Kalka, Jewish male, born in 1894 in Krakow. He arrived at Auschwitz in late 40 and was killed in early 41. The witness even gives a date, but I'm not sure about it.
That's horrible.
Yes, well, horrible, of course, but hardly rare. Anyway, thank you for finding it. I can't believe I didn't even notice it was gone.
I'm looking for Christoph. Do you know where he is?
She just told you where he was.
Oh, you wanted to see Christoph.
She just told you where. Paula just told you where he was.
In my office, Katz. He's in Hamburg, prepping for a case.
You just
I
told her.
doubt he'll be back this week.
Working on something important, Peters?
Yes, same case I already told you about. And it's still a real pain in the ass. I know I'm getting somewhere, but it's just too slow.
Later, Peters.
Miss Katz, it's always good to see you. I take it our unexpected guest has piqued your curiosity.
I didn't realize you knew about it already.
Miss Fisher keeps me updated, and I must admit, I've vested some interest in his case. Or Miss Kazmierek's case, I should say. I assume that is why he came.
So, you did already know about this?
Indeed. Mr. Hans tried to appeal Anna's verdict once before. Back in Brunswick, while I still held my position there. Didn't get the chance to work on it, unfortunately, but I did keep a close watch.
I think we should take this case.
Miss Katz, I understand your sentiment, but we don't really prove people's innocence here.
But we can prove other people's guilt. The crimes committed against Miss Kazmierek, our victim.
An interesting approach. Very well, color me intrigued. What are your leads?
Mr. Hens gave me two names, Heidi Grunewald and Emilia Becker. Both of them had previous history with Miss Kazmierek and were present at her arrest.
Their testimonies would make for a good starting point. But there is more, I hope.
There are a few witnesses to Anna Kazmierek's arrest I still need to identify. The policemen themselves, of course, and the victim's boyfriend. Sadly, Mr. Hens couldn't remember his name.
It should easily come up in the investigation. Same case for the officers. But there is more, I hope.
There's the victim's mother, Teresa Kazmierek. She's now married to Mr. Hens. She wants to testify, but it's made difficult by her health. They'll be in touch as soon as she's able to come. She wants to set the record straight about a false opinion or testimony she was forced to give. And more importantly, she believes she can prove Anna committed no crime in the first place.
Oh, that would make the case quite a bit easier. Almost realistic.
Then there's the documents, of course, from the arrest and the trial. The denunciation itself, if we're lucky.
Wouldn't that be something? Very well, I don't think I have any questions. I agree it's a good case for us. For you, more specifically, the investigation is yours, Miss Katz. The case of Anna Kazmierek versus, well, who? To start, there are three things I believe would serve you well to explore. First, the inciting incident. Why did the police come? How did they know about Anna and her
Alright, I gotta piss, so hold on just a second. I'll be right back. Y'all, it is so fucking hot. How can I sleep like this? Bro, it is so fucking hot, bro. Like, what the fuck? This is inhumane.
potential
Alright,
crime.
I'm back down.
Then the most obvious, the beating. Did Anna confess of her own will, or was she coerced? And last but quite interesting, if the police were there to arrest her for theft, why was she tried for looting and treason instead?
Wait, repeat it? What the fuck happened?
Could you repeat it?
The case of Anna Kaczmarek versus, well, who? To start, there are 3 things I believe would serve you well to explore. First, the inciting incident. Why did the police come? How did they know about Anna and her potential crime? Then the most obvious, the beating.
Oh
Did Anna
shit.
confess of her own will, or was she coerced? And last, quite interesting. If the police were there to arrest her for theft, why was she tried for looting and treason instead?
Sorry, I just put this
Understood.
bit closer to
Thank you,
me.
Mr. Bauer.
Like I'm literally right in front of the fan. That's why
That is all mine,
I
as
like
per
it.
usual.
Yeah.
No, I believe
okay,
your
I'm
paperwork cut
sorry.
out for you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I should start with the files. If the case was investigated before, there should be something in the archive. And the law that Mr. Hens mentioned, I should ask Paula to find the exact reference.
How did it go?
We have a new case. I'll need you to start
Right.
digging up files immediately.
Right, goes without saying.
We know of 5 witnesses who were present at the time of the crime, but we only have 2 names. And we have the victim's mother willing to testify, once her health allows it, whenever that would be.
Oh, the boyfriend.
One of the witnesses that Mr. Hens recognized was the victim's boyfriend. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to give us his name. I know there isn't much to go on, but can you start looking for him?
I'll do my best.
Heidi Grunewald, a friend and co-worker of Anna. She's the reason why Mr. Hens knew of the situation. She should be able to tell us what happened. And she might know the name of another witness, the victim's boyfriend.
Should I invite her?
Yes.
On it.
The policeman who took Anna. I need to know how many there were, their names and where they are now. Anything you can find.
I'll do my best.
I need you to find me the decree about the folk pest law. It would seem it was used in Anna's case to justify a verdict.
Reich Law Gazette 168. This one I know by memory. I'll have a copy for you by tomorrow. Oh, be careful when you go downstairs. Someone just broke the window. Again.
What the fuck? Let me go see them.
I never thought our office would be the crime scene. Or that I'd get used to it.
Did somebody come in to steal a file? Somebody do a straight break.
Not where I'd expect to find this office, to be honest. But it's a nice corner of Frankfurt nonetheless. I should try the coffee at Café Selten sometime. I've heard good things. Traitors. Very inventive. Ah, the Corpus Delicti. Torn straight from the sidewalk. Last month's Motor Trends and a Birgit from last year. Wouldn't be my first reading choice, but with how long you have to wait for a prosecutor.
Alright, anything else? Over here. That's what I heard.
What? A mess.
Here we go, right here. 5 AK. A. AK. AK. Wait, hold on. I gotta look at the number again. Oh shit. 5 AK. 5 AK. 5 AK 1956. I'll be helpful. So let's go up. Here I go. Alright.
There's nothing left for me to do. I should call it a day.
In the name of the people, in the criminal proceedings against Anna for the act of looting and involuntarily evacuated building, the special court in Brunswick, I think, recognizes as right. The defendant, Anna, is guilty of all charges, and as a folkspass and traitor to the German people, is therefore sentenced to death by guillotine. The verdict is based on the defendant's own confession, given freely following her recognition by the victim. It had not been challenged in any capacity. Let it be noted that no proof or witness for the defendant were presented, with the defense placing the sentence at our discretion. Considering the damning lack of the speakers for the defendant's character, her criminal proposition, girl, that's a big word for ammo. As in, self-victim. Yeah, y'all can just read it. I don't barely know these big ass words. And then, reprehensible manner in which she exploited in the gravest need of her fellow citizens, and the punishment must be death, according to one of the decrees against public enemy. Even the youth of the accused cannot change this. I, Anna, of sound mind and body and full awareness of my legal right, hereby confess to the crime of looting on the morning of 16 October 1944, following the bombing of Brunswick by the British Air Force. I have snuck out and entered the burnout house in which I live. I entered my body. I keep losing my space. I keep losing my I know I keep doing it, but I keep when I read, I keep going and then I throw my train of thought off. That's no guy entered the burnt out house in which I live. I entered the home of my neighbor Amelia Becker because I know where she kept her valuable. Motivated by base instincts, my bad temper, and I envy. I say, bitch, I can't read today, bitch. Ugh. Fuck, that's why I want to read it. Instincts, my bad temper, and envy. I found Amelia. Anna. I found Amelia's bacon suitcase and stole it. What? Is that supposed to be a homegirl? Alright, so we're supposed to go home. Okay, holiday, go home. But somebody snatched me up on one. After the bombing, May 8th, 1967.
Yes, but I assure you Mr. Volmut has your best... in your postbox. But these people are all... yes, I understand. I will tell Mr. Volmut.
Is everything all right, Paula?
Yes, Miss Katz. Everything's... No, everything's not fine. That was a horrible call.
I can imagine. Do you want to talk about it?
I really shouldn't without talking to Mr. Volmut first. He'll hear soon enough. It was one of Mr. Volmut's witnesses. She wants out.
Oh, she been hurt.
How important was this witness for Christoph's case?
It's going to be tough. He spent weeks prepping her.
Somebody threatened her.
I won't be surprised if I find him sleeping in the office for the next couple of days.
Did she tell you why she wants out?
Same as always. Threats against her and her family. They even sent her photographs of her children.
That's how y'all ask somebody a question, and instead of answering the question, they ignore the question. Like, it's a simple yes or no.
Does this happen often?
It feels like every other week. Most of the time we can convince them to stay on, but it is getting harder.
Don't let this grind you down, Paula.
I won't. Can't give them the satisfaction.
Were you ever sent any death threats?
Taking out the big guns, I see. I'm proud to say that, yes, quite a few.
Are these letters common?
Not in most cases. Didn't get a single one back in Hamburg. But here, I can't remember a week without at least one.
I just got one. This morning.
I had no idea. Congratulations.
What?
Look at it as a badge of honor. A proof your work is appreciated. Or unappreciated. But by the sort of people that make it a good thing.
You're proud of being threatened?
Of course I am. Just think. All those people out there, pretending nothing happened. Our work gets them furious enough to send literal death threats. If that doesn't prove we're doing something right, I don't know what does.
Basically, he love making these hoes mad. Them about that short term, basically.
That's a bit extreme.
I didn't even see that.
So I've been told. Can't help it, I'm afraid.
And how do you deal with them?
It might sound a little weird, but I collect them. They're my war trophies, in a way.
Yes, I don't need to do that.
Can I ask you a few questions about the work here?
Ask away.
What can you tell me about working here?
Long hours, little pay, cases which more often than not fail to
Nah,
even reach
I
court.
felt that court case
But
so
it's an important
bad.
mission, and
Like,
ironically,
it was
rewarding.
easier when we were practicing it.
The cases we work on, they already have had to wait far too long.
Right. I think that's all for now.
Don't be a stranger.
Might be bad. Okay, now let's go look at my inbox. Then I'm gonna go back to Paul. First witness is one of us who found out the name of the officer. So I said, Alright, arrest with big court. Suspect and the officers were dispatched. Sorry, I just hit my vape. Officers were dispatched following the anonymous call from the 20th of October at 10:25, which reported the suspect as a thief. The caller alleged that Anna was in possession of a stolen suitcase. At the temporary lodgings the suspect was staying at the time, the officers identified 4 people: Wolfgang, Heidi, Amelia Beaker, and the suspect herself, Anna. Due to the facts revealed in the interview, the charges against Anna had to be elevated to those of treason against the nation. A suitcase was recovered from the suspect room. See Form 44, yeah, all of that. Anna has been admitted to a temporary holding cell to await trial. No, following the delivery of the suspect, the junior watch master required the administration of first aid. So, which one is it? Oh, that's the arrest report. And this one is from the prosecutor. Following Mr. Roth's in-depth investigation into the background of Anna, the following has been established in the regards of the nature and character of the yeah, y'all not like y'all know the word, but it's like right now, like y'all, my mind is like oh, hey y'all, by the way, I gotta learn the disability too, so it's gonna be harder for me to read than others, you know. So yeah, so but I know the word like coming. Y'all don't know, bitch. But yeah, I gotta learn this if y'all don't know about it. But so it's really sometimes harder for me to comprehend when we're here than other. Like I know how to read. I know how to read. Of course, I know how to read. But it's just sometimes, you know. The person of Anna is weak-willed. Oh, and by the way, this game just uses big words that's too big for Alpha. And I ain't making me look stupid. That's why I don't be fucking reading. Y'all see what happens when I'm fucking reading these things? Y'all see what happens? This shit happens. That's why I don't fucking read. Impulsive. For that, yeah, girl. Whom even the present time of me does not seem to have brought about a stronger sense of responsibility. So she is described as lazy, cautious. Like I know the words, but I just don't know how to pronounce it. And self-centered since childhood. She had often been misinformed. She has been associating with criminals and individuals of low character. The descriptions are even supported by her mom, Carissa, who described her a naughty and irresponsible. Damn. It's too much to read, bitch. Y'all can read this. I am not reading more, but this is like a lot of reading. Yeah, I do not got the patience right now. So let's just go do it. Y'all can read. Yeah, y'all can. Just sort of. What is this supposed to do? Oh. Was these the ones with the... Okay,
Miss Katz, Heidi Grunewald is waiting for you in the conference room.
that
I have the distinct feeling that she doesn't like us very much.
Should I be worried?
Only if you want her to cooperate with the police.
Sounds like trouble. Thank you, Paula. Mrs. Grunewald, good morning. Thank you for coming on such a short notice.
As if I had the choice.
I wanted to talk to you about Anna Kazmirek. I believe you are acquainted?
Acquainted. Sure.
Oh, that was supposed to be this.
What do you want to know? Other than her being innocent and you people having killed her?
You people, we didn't do it.
Tell me about Anna's arrest.
Really? Sure you wouldn't rather talk about her heinous crimes? Tell me all about them? No? Alright. I bite. It was the morning of... I don't know. A few days after the bombing.
October 20th.
Sure. If you say so. We were in the emergency shelter. Somehow we all got assigned to the same one. Call it good luck or bad luck. Your choice.
What happened on that day?
We just come back from work with Anna. Graveyard shift at a munitions factory. For the glory of the fatherland. And all that.
What can you tell me about this shelter?
Pigs took some witch prick's house, robbed it of all valuables, and packed it full of homeless folk. We got 3 small rooms around the kitchen, one for each family.
What did a regular day at the shelter look like?
There wasn't anything regular about that time. Not yet. We'd only been there for 3 days? 4? It wasn't that different from our lives before, really. Not for me. We were piss poor anyway. Wake up, pray there's water in the pipes. Go to your shift, return there tired, repeat.
How were the tasks divided among the people in the shelter?
We were on rotation. Every day different tasks for each of the rooms. Food, cleaning, making sure there's enough water and firewood. Of course, we'd always get the most work, as my family was the biggest.
Who lived in the shelter at the time?
Me and mine, the Grunewalds, a total of 7 people at the time. The Kazmireks, Anna and her mother, and unfortunately, the Beckers. 5 of them, and 5 too many.
What happened to you during the bombing?
To me? Not much. I was working a night shift. At first I didn't even hear the bombs over all the machinery. How in hell did those bastards manage to burn the entire city except for the munition factories is beyond me.
Tell me about the Kazmirex.
Good people. Both of them. Teresa's practically family now. We took her in after you people killed Anna. Without her daughter, she was all alone. But who cares? Right? You all got your dangerous criminal.
Damn.
Tell me about your family.
Interested in the little
Oh, that's
girl?
what they were.
That's a new one.
And this is
We weren't affected by the bombing as bad as many others. Didn't have much to lose to start with. There were a few of us, luckily. So we were able to scrap by.
oh. Alright.
How would you describe your relationship with Miss Kazmarek?
Our relationship. Anna wasn't a dyke, if that's what you're getting at. She was like a sister to me. A better sister. One that I chose.
Did you salvage anything from your old home?
Everybody did. The morning after the bombing, we went there with my brothers. Took a few bags. Couldn't fit even half of them. There wasn't much to find.
What can you tell me about your family's situation before the bombing?
Nothing exciting. We were at another temporary place. Smaller than this one, actually. So that was an upgrade. It was more of the same. Surviving day to day. Just with less other people having to do the same. It was a shit time. We were in my family's room, trying to get at least some shut-eye, when I heard someone yapping at the phone. It was Emilia. Emilia Becker.
What was she saying?
I didn't catch all of it. Tried to block it out, actually. I just wanted to sleep. I got enough to understand. The cunt was talking to the police, ratting on some terrible robbery. How could I have known it was about Anna?
Oh. Well.
Next thing I know, I'm woken up by someone's banging against the door.
Who was it?
Greeners! 2 of the bastards. Diligently responding to a bullcrap call. And what a pair they made. A tall twig of an idiot and a 4-eyed geezer with the dumbest mustache. You could smell the alcohol on that one from across the room.
Could you please describe them for me?
Creepy. That was my first and main impression. He was somewhat round. Not yet fat, but close to it. He had the most ridiculous facial hair, glasses, and
I'm gonna give him a little time
he
before I
had
cuss
this
him out.
smile. This friendly smile. Constantly. Ugh. It was unnerving.
Could you please describe them for me?
He was way too tall, despite the constant hunch. It felt like he was trying to take up as little space as he could. Had the most punchable face I've seen in my life. Like a snooty baby that may start bawling at any moment. And he was clumsy. First he hit his head on the way in. Then he just kept dropping his notebook as they interviewed Anna.
Did they say why they were there?
Sure. They were investigating a most serious crime and wanted to talk to Anna. Alone. Bastards invited themselves in before I could even say a word. And that would be when, using this mess as a distraction, Emilia planted the bloody thing.
Bitch.
I'll need you to explain what you mean.
Oh, Sure. The suitcase she accused Anna of stealing. The one she needed the pigs to find. She put it in Anna's room herself.
I want to talk to this.
Had to back her lie somehow, didn't she?
Tell me about the Beckers.
Butchers. Literally. They owned a family business for generations. A big point of pride for them. Up till a bomb fell right on it. It was clear they didn't want me present for their questioning. Fuckers had the nerve to pretend it was about Anna's privacy. I've expected they'd force me out right then and there.
Yeah, once we get done with the
And did they
questioning,
make you leave?
we're gonna pack it up once we're done with the questioning.
Somehow Anna managed to convince them it was fine. That she didn't mind me there.
What did they want to know?
They asked about the suitcase. You know, the same one Emilia was planting in Anna's room right there and then. Did I mention that already?
Yes, you did, Mrs. Grunewald.
I know I did. I'm not an idiot. Just make sure it's easy to hear on that tape of yours. The idiots were convinced Anna stole it. And no matter the truth, they wanted her to admit it.
What did Anna tell them?
To go fuck themselves. No. That's what she should have told them. But she just denied it. What a load of crap. All they had was Emilia's made-up story. And here they were, swinging their shriveled... That's what I told them. They didn't like it one bit.
And who are Greeners?
Schupo, obviously. Green uniform, overcompensating hat, gun and nightstick in case they don't like your face. I suppose you people didn't call them that. Next thing I know, Glasses pushes me out into the kitchen. Tells me to show him Anna's room. That's where she'd hide the haul.
Did you enter Anna's room with the officer?
No. I just told him where it was. He wouldn't let me go in. Didn't want me tampering. So I waited outside in the kitchen with Wolf and that rat, Amelia.
Do you remember what Wolf was doing?
Waiting. Patiently. Naive idiot.
Oh, Wolf's gang
He
was
came for money.
her boyfriend.
And it showed. Had no idea what any of this meant.
Didn't you say Emilia was in Anna's room?
Not anymore. She left her proof and came back before anyone could notice. She just stood there with that smirk of hers. She was behind it all. We all knew she hated Anna. But this? She was trying to get her killed.
Oh, what's this?
Were there any conflicts between the shelter's inhabitants?
There's a bear shit in the woods. The Beckers thought themselves better than everybody else, and made no secret of it. And everyone knew them for the shit-spewing assholes they were. And we were open about that as well. And Mrs. Housley in the other section, always listening at the door, up in everybody's business. Nosy hack.
What can you tell me about Anna?
That you people killed her. But I might have mentioned that already. What is there to say? She was good people. Kind, funny, witty. And a know-it-all. So stubborn. Could be such a pain in the ass. Never knew when to shut up.
I was about to say, I thought I saw something with her. What the fuck?
What can you tell me about the conflict between Miss Kasmirek and Emilia?
What there's to say? Becca was a cunt. She had conflicts with everybody. Well, everybody without a dick.
Oh, so she was a dick.
And
Oh, so she was a
Anna
dick
seemed to
weirdo.
really piss her off from the start. Wolf choosing her was just a cherry on top.
Oh, so you were hating ass all behind some dick. Oh, that's why you really humiliated. Cause the nigga didn't want you, he wanted her. That's why you mad. You beefing on me over
Pick
some
didn't
dick?
need much time
That's
for a
her?
search. Emilia must have left it easy to find.
That was never yours?
Her eyes lit up as soon as he came out of the room, suitcase in hand.
And I bet you after all that she stood there with her.
What did you do?
She told the pig the suitcase was hers. That the day after the bombing, she saw Anna take it from the ruins of her house. And for some reason, she insisted it constituted treason. Can you imagine? Even if Anna was guilty, which she wasn't, how would taking an old stinking suitcase be treason? That's just bullcrap. Hollow.
Treason? One moment, I might have something about this.
Alright, I think it's this one.
Right. If what Emilia said was true,
It wasn't.
Then with Anna's crime being looting rather than stealing, the Folkspest law would indeed qualify it as treason.
How many times do I have to say this? Anna didn't do anything.
How did the officer react to all this?
He didn't even pretend to listen to anything Wolf and I said. But anything Emilia said, he ate it up. All of it. Every single word.
Don't find out if they fucking.
What was in the suitcase? Can you describe it?
Beats me. I don't think I've ever seen it before. No idea where Emilia got it. It looked old, used. Normal size, normal... It was a suitcase. It just looked like a suitcase.
Mrs. Kronewald, I'm sorry, but I must ask. Is it possible Anna did take that suitcase?
Are you fucking... What? Just because she wasn't born to some gold-shitting lawyers, she's supposed to be a thief? She wasn't. She didn't. There's no possibility. No chance. Not premeditated, not by accident.
Was Anna's father somewhere around?
Not for a long time. He died when Anna was 4. Came west with Aunt Tessie, only to leave her alone with a 4-year-old. Don't really remember him myself. Just a photo of the 3 of them together.
How did Miss Kazmarek come to know Mr. Hens?
She used to work for him. We both did before the factory draft. It was all legal, just pub work. Walter's a good man. Took us under his wing. We knew we could rely on him.
What can you tell me about Wolf and Miss Kazmarek's relationship?
It's been going on for a few years already. They seem serious about it. As serious as you can be when you are 19. To be honest, I was never fully sold on Wolf being the right guy. But he did make Anna happy, so...
You said the Kazmareks were from somewhere east?
Aunt Tessie was born in East Prussia, some small village in the middle of nowhere. That's Poland now. Majuria or something. She's quite happy about it. Not that she'll admit it. Always had a soft spot for anything Polish.
What did the Kazmareks have with them?
There wasn't much. Let me think. Some salvaged clothes, fabrics, a few photos, documents, oh right, the cross. A big old thing. Iron. It was Aunt Tessie's, back from the east. And the weird Madonna painting. Ugh, she used to give me the creeps.
Tell me about Teresa Kazmarek.
Aunt Tessie. Poor woman. Poor Anna. Alone with her on her head. Don't get me wrong, I love the woman. But she can be an enormous pain in the ass. Not her fault. Mostly. She just needs so much help and constant attention. She's been sick non-stop ever since... Since I can remember, actually. At that point, I knew we
Yeah, I'm
needed help.
packing this up when we get done with the interview.
I knew a man. I thought he might be able to help. And Wolf had his uncle, so
between
This man you went to get help from.
Wait, huh? Hmm? This?
Would it happen to be Walter Hens?
How do you... You've talked with him already, right?
He brought us this case.
I suppose that makes sense. Yes, it was him. Not that he could help in the end. So, I had Hans. And Wolf had his uncle, so between the two of us, I figured...
Please, continue.
I told Wolf to stall the fuckers. Keep them there. Myself, I went to get my men. I didn't even get down the stairs before it started.
Before what started?
Is it really that hard to guess? Anna's testimony. They tortured her, went in hard judging on the screams. It was... loud.
And you just left?
What was I supposed to do? Kindly ask them to stop? Force them to stop? No, I know. I should have called the police, right? Yes, I still left. I ran even faster.
Is there anybody else who could have seen it?
I wasn't in the right space to check for that. Though, actually, I think I ran into one of my neighbors. Hausler. Old lady from across the hall. Yes, she even asked me, "Who are they taking?" She was in another section on our floor. Such a nosy hack. Unbelievably good hearing for her age. She kept constant watch on everything that was happening.
Yeah, my phone. So I distracted for. Oh no, that's all I think. I'm glad. I'm glad it didn't turn.
Did Miss Kazmarek have any previous encounters with the police? Any criminal history?
No,
You sound awful sure.
I am. Anna didn't do none of that.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I didn't see it. No. But I certainly heard it. And I saw the aftermath. They left the room trashed. It doesn't take a degree to understand what happened.
You're saying both of the officers beat her?
Yes, probably. I don't know. Can't imagine a greener refusing the chance to rail on an unarmed girl.
Alright. I could have sworn I saw some more stuff highlighted.
Wolf's uncle? Why was that relevant?
It's not something he'd appreciate me talking about. Then again, he was happy to benefit from it. His uncle was in the Gestapo.
Yeah, that is be long as fuck.
After all, he did pull his nephew from the front. I don't remember his name, but there couldn't have been that many Kirchmanns up the chain, right?
How did Wolf and Emilia get along?
Too well.
Oh.
They actually used to be friends. If you'd believe that. Not that he'll admit it now. It was before he and Anna Becker never quite forgave him that choice. The jealous cunt.
What can you tell me about Emilia?
She was a few years older. Not that you'd guess it, with how much of a brat she was. Always little Miss Goody Two-Shoes. Always the innocent. The poor, poor victim. In reality, she was a jealous, hateful bitch. A snitch. A liar and a snitch.
Alright, so we gotta find the last one. Gotta find the last one. Okay, so let's go up and see if there's any more stuff highlighted. Alright, let's go check that out. Wait. I didn't look like the same. No. Alright, that's up.
I did find Walter. Not that it mattered. By the time we came back, Anna was already gone. There. That's what happened. What really happened. Not that you care.
But I do care, Mrs. Grunewald.
I should have said hostility 1-1.
I guess we'll see about that, right? I won't hold my breath.
You do realize this hostility won't help anyone? My intention is to bring the people who wronged Miss Kazmarek to justice. I am not your enemy.
Then prove me wrong.
Is there anything else you'd like to mention? Anything else you saw?
No. By the time I got back, it was all over. They took her, and Emilia hid away in her room, scared of facing us. After what she
Oh, and now she a pussy scary asshole.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Grunewald.
I should have jumped her.
I hope I don't regret it.
Alright, yachts. Alright, y'all, so we're gonna end this part right here. So, I hope y'all all enjoyed this part. Thank you for watching.